Howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, just giving you some updates and filling you in on some work. I am almost finished with this Nissan and Ford. They are the bane of my existence, but hey, no worries, they will be done and they'll run beautiful. So I'm excited about that. I also have some quick jobs that I'm knocking out. There will be some more updates on this Jeep transmission rebuild later on, so be looking out for that. Now I'm working on this '05 Mercedes Benz ml500, and it came with a few problems, suspension issues. It needed new valve covers because it was leaking oil. It's leaking transmission fluid, so it needs a transmission service and some other things. There's a video previous to this one explaining that. So I'm just getting ready. I've already finished replacing the valve covers. Now, part of the valve cover job was to go ahead and replace some of the rubber. And some of the rubber in here is bad. We've got multiple bad hoses. They're not super expensive, so I have got them ordered up, and I'll get those replaced probably sometime tomorrow, since it is more than just one hose that ended up being bad underneath here. So, and then of course I replaced the valve covers, got those tightened down, and got all those leaks fixed up. And now I'm just getting set up to get my transmission serviced. And in order to do a transmission service on the ml500, you're going to want a T30 and a T27 Torx bit. That's so you can get your drain plug out and get the pan off. And if you stay tuned, there will be a video on how to do that as well. But one of the questions this person had was, is there anything else wrong? Is this even worth fixing? Stuff like that. While under the hood, I noticed something. Now, they did specifically ask me to look at the belt. And one of the things that we look at to see if a belt needs to be changed is if there's any cracks in the ribs of the belt. If I see cracks that run along here like this, I'll go ahead and suggest a belt to be changed. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but this belt is showing some material right here. You see the white right there where my finger is. Okay, so one side of this belt has worn. Now, yeah, I guess, yes, that does mean the belt needs to be changed. But what that means more than anything, like right now, this belt isn't going to necessarily break if you drive it down the road. It's not cracked, so it's not going to break, but it is wearing funny. And so, there is an answer for that as to why it would wear funny. Now, right here on the Mercedes Benz ml500 with the 5.0 engine is your belt tensioner. Okay, and if this isn't working right, then the main drive belt is not going to be working right. It's not going to have the right tension on it, and certain things aren't going to turn correctly, like the alternator and the water pump and other things. And one thing I noticed is that I may not be able to do this one-handed. I may need to, is that I can get in here. Look at that, you see that? With my grip alone, I can squeeze this belt. Look at that. Or in other words, I can reach down with my hand and I can move this tensioner. I should not be able to do that, okay? There it is again. See that? So right now, actually, there's a loose point. I can get this belt off by hand, okay? There you go. All right, so that tensioner, you shouldn't be able to do that, and that belt tensioner is definitely going out. So if anything right now on this car that could put it in on the side of the road is that belt tensioner being weak like it is. So I would suggest definitely changing that belt tension. I don't care if it's a Mercedes, what type of car it is, you should not be able to put your hand on the belt and push it all the way down like that. And if I go over here and do it, well shoot, as a matter of fact, if I go over here and pull, Look at that. Now watch it. See how loose that is? So there you go. A bad belt tensioner like that, if you ask me, that can go out at any moment, and that will put you on the side of the road. That will keep you from driving down the road. So I'll address that. And then in the next video, I'll show you how to go ahead and perform the transmission service. All right, everybody. Well, this is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share the knowledge. I am signing off.